And we're back for the last video. Because it's like 10 o'clock at night here, so. And I don't want to wake up the fam. I think I have to upload my part 4, so. Alright, so usually at the end of almost every cave, or at least humanoid cave, especially bandits, there tends to be a final boss. We're not talking about anime style, but there's going to be an NPC that's going to usually have better gear, more health, a better weapon. So just be aware, and that is one of those gentlemen that is going to be up here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to use a frostbite here and put that on our bow. And we're going to try to sneak up on this guy. He hasn't detected us. He's got an iron helmet on. And you're pretty much dead. Goodbye. Dude did not stand a chance. Call me Doc Holiday, because I'm your Huckleberry. Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay, so shock resistance, destruction, some potions, and these right here, Iron Hand Gauntlets, 200 or two-handed attacks do 15% more damage. Really nice in the beginning of the game, if you can make it all the way up this far without dying. And it's going to be one of your best enchantments you're actually going to get. You can actually find these or buy them from Lucan. It's extremely rare, and they might have a higher percentage, but they're usually worth it until you can actually pretty much out-damage the percentage you're going to be given. So, as you can see, it only gives an extra 4 damage to my armor, but we'll keep them though. Banded armor, it's going to be better than iron. Of course, it's also going to weigh more. You get a little more value out of it, but not by much. And you get your steel great sword, because you're usually going to be rocking with iron in the beginning of the game anyways. So there's that. Look at that side. Let me put this bow here. See, you normally can't see this at nighttime. At least in the console version, you don't see like any of this. You know, I like how they did it with the PC version. It seems like they actually brought it, the picture more closer. It's a lot more detailed, which is actually really nice. You know, I mean, just look at that view. You know, that's just awesome. And it's like mountains like these, I wish they would have put into Rust. I know with the whole POV and FOV, you know, it would be a pain in the ass to render, even if you stretched out the distance. But it would be so awesome if they actually did something like that. I'm pretty sure you might be able to find it on modded servers, but just in like main, you know, vanilla servers would just be completely awesome. But that's just me personally. Or add more abandoned cities, because Outpost is the only abandoned city you can actually get, you know. But enough with Rust. I pretty much stopped playing Rust because I got bored of it. You can actually just scale down here too, so just be careful. Oh yeah, I didn't even check what time I even started. I'm gonna say that, so okay, I think I know what time we're gonna be stopping at. Might be like an extra minute longer. I mean, it's not really gonna matter much to you guys, so. You gotta love the, you know, the opera type of ambience. You know, is surprisingly so far. Oh, apparently I was sneaking. I was sneaking up on something. YouTube has not slapped me with the copyright to the music of Skyrim, so we're gonna keep it in here for as long as we can, because I've been using non-copyright music, and YouTube's like, copyright claim. It's like, are you kidding me? This is non-copyright music, and you're slapping me with a copyright claim. YouTube has just been a total turd. If you continue to follow this road, now this is where your 2 options are going to be getting, depending which story guild-esque you want to start. If you want to start Dark Brotherhood, take that road. If you want to start the Companions, or the Fighters Guild, which would be in Oblivion, take this road. Each one has its own unique story to it, so choice optional. I've done them all, you know. I only really choose a companion for 2 reasons, and I don't remember what her name is, just to have a waifu, and the other one to have a interesting secret. I will not spoil it for anyone who's not played Skyrim, because I know there's a lot of people who do not like games like these, you know, who pretty much stayed away from them, and, you know, maybe found some random interest in, you know, hey, I want to play an Elder Scrolls game, where you play ESO but you've never played Oblivion or Skyrim, you know. The one of the things I've forgot to mention that I should actually put in the description below, we eventually will be becoming a vampire. They are 25% weaker to fire, so if you go against dragons, you're going to struggle a little more, but you get free night vision. And unlike Oblivion, where in Oblivion, if you become a vampire, which is a complete nightmare, never become a vampire in Oblivion, because you have to constantly feed, otherwise your health just slowly drains away. They pretty much took that feature out in Skyrim to the point where you can actually become a vampire. It takes like 3 or 4 days for it to kick in, and let's say like Vampire Sanguine or something like that, where you feel your weakness to sunlight and the hunger begins. It does allow you to access to some destruction magic and some conjuration. Let me grab the stables here. You have these guys here. Basically, it's your taxi. It will take you pretty much to every hold that there is in the game, and even to certain areas like Rorikstead and Iverstead. They do charge, I think it's up to like 40 gold for like the furthest distance you can actually go. So just be aware of that. It's just kind of like your shortcuts if you don't wish to go out and explore, which I don't know what's wrong with you. You don't want to go and explore Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim was like one of the few games, if you actually had the option to actually, you know, freeze your brain in the future, you know, and they booted you up and they said, okay, you know, here's a list of games that you played in your previous life, and you have the option to actually upload your body into this game. You know, which game would it be? Skyrim would definitely be easily my top 3. That I just say, just, you know, boot me up into Skyrim, and you pretty much just live out your days in that game, you know. And you would live it like real life. You know, there wouldn't be no quick save or an auto save or a reload or a pause. You know, it would literally just boot you into real life. It's kind of like Star Trek's little room. I forget the hell it's called. I'm drawing a huge blank on it. Well, if you watch Star Trek, no matter which version it is, you know what the room I'm talking about, where it creates like different scenarios and stuff like that. It would basically be like that, except you know, if you actually died in the game, you would die in real life. So you have to be very picky about which game you would actually choose to live in. So, because I know there's a lot of people who choose like a bunch of anime, you know, games like that. You know, I'd be this overpowered character and I wouldn't be able to be stopped, you know, except my weakness is, you know, water or some random crap like that, and, you know, it starts raining, you just die, you know. There's a random hidden chest here too, so you have to be like very careful which one. And people would say, you know, Skyrim would be pretty cool too, but you'd have to worry about the dragons. Well, in this instance, you would be dragonborn, so you would have the choice to whether or not you decide to go visit the Greybeards or to live in solitude and, you know, be the dragonborn, but your identity would be hidden. So kind of like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, you know, type of scenario. Fort GreyMoor here, excellent area. There's a ton of bandits here. There's like at least, I want to say maybe 6 in here. I think there's, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 more inside too. If you do take this place and take it from the bandits, the Empire will come over here and actually take it for themselves. It's part of the Civil War quest for your story mode, depending who you choose, etc. So just be aware that some areas will be taken over by the Empire, some areas will be taken over by the Stormcloaks. And there is a second backdoor entrance, but we're going to take the front entrance. And let's see here. I'm just a guy. Is that a dummy? That's a dummy. See if I can possibly sneak up and pick him off. You see me. Should be coming right around there. Ah, missed it. I think I waited a little too long. This is the interesting part of trying to go in here with a mercenary. Or in this case, a hire. Do 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 do.
What was that?
It's just me and Fendel. Knock knock. Can we borrow some sugar? What? How the hell did I miss? Goodbye. Oh, shoot me. Oh, well. Okay, well, apparently we're doing this. And somehow I'm missing. Goodbye. Make sure you give your hires actually potions so they can heal themselves. Otherwise, they'll take them a bit to recover. I was trying to shoot me there. Hires like Fendel. Oh, he's back there. You sneaky little shit. Can actually. Oh, that was a nice shot. Can actually die, so be careful. I found that the very hard way when I first started playing this game. With Lydia, thought she was unstoppable. Took a fort from it's like the Stormcloaks of the Empire, whoever the hell it was, just joining at the time, and she ended up dying on me. I was so disappointed. I'm like, your mercenaries or your hires can die? It's like, no. It was a very sad moment. Is that everyone? Oh, nope. There is actually another chest around here, I think. There's that one, and I think there was like another one that's like hidden. Or where's it up here? I can't remember. I think there's another guy up there too that he's just sitting there. What the hell is this? Okay, that's glitched. Let's do a quick save there. I'm gonna do a reload. Usually those are the type of ones that you're gonna fall through the map if you're not careful. And it's one of the things too I wish that they would actually put in Skyrim. When you take a cave, or take a ruin, or take a fort, because they introduced Hearth Zones where you can actually have your own homes. I think that should have been a thing in vanilla Skyrim, where you take a cave, you take a ruin, you take a fort or whatnot, and it actually becomes yours. Once you conquer it, it should pop up saying, "Would you like to take this over?" And and it would allow you to have your hirelings, your mercenaries live with you and stuff like that. It would auto defaults NPCs to your area that would defend it, so you can actually give them gear to defend your gear. Occasionally you would actually have random NPCs trying to take your area you pretty much took over. Like especially the Dwarven Ruins would be an awesome place for a base. Stuff like this is something I think they should have put into vanilla Skyrim. Like I said, an extra 2 or 3 years, to make Skyrim even more pure, more gold, I think it would have made a huge difference. Yeah, you. How am I missing? Yeah, whatever, you're dead. My shots cannot be that bad on PC. Taking your arrows. I don't know, this is like a lot of stuff I think about when I play Skyrim, stuff like that. The stuff that I wish they would have actually put into the game that would have actually made it so much better. We have like 9 minutes left, I think. Now, this is where you can come across multiple NPCs. There's like one over there. There's just one person over here. If they're still in the PC version, you can actually pickpockets. There's a guy that patrols the stairs up there, and then there's the actual boss guy up there. Is he over here? Oh, he is over here. You can actually pickpocket this guy. Oof. He tried to light himself up, and oh, you got taken down. You got blown out like a candle, buddy. Your light is gone. Glitched, so we're gonna say he got shot in the ear, but yeah, I mean, guys loving that. Not miss. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna start giving Fendel some of this gear and stuff to carry. And they were actually burning people alive here. It's like, yeah, you guys got to die. I think the shortcut's down here. Where there is traps in here, there's traps like these. There is bear traps in here too. Bunch of skeevers. Keep forgetting to take all. Just activate these damn things so you don't take any damage. There's a water entrance right there you can take if you want to play more of the stealth character wise. Take those, take that. I think this one chest up here is an adept one, so you can practice, or you can have your higher over here trying to open it. Can be somewhat tricky. Okay, we're in the right area. Ah, come on, it's like right there. Okay, well, took us about 3 tries, but we got it. Ooh, that's almost a level 2. He usually patrols down here. Oh, there he is. Yep, you did. I love it. You can collect ale. It's going to be like one of those things with ingredients. It's going to take up a lot of room. You're not really going to get that much gold out of it. But, you know, if you're doing some sort of challenge type of run with Skyrim, you know, there's that. What do we got here? You got shot. Ooh, you got shot in the gut. I think your liver's on this side. So it's like your kidney-esque. Maybe, no, that's supposed to be a lung shot. So you are definitely dying. Friendly NPC in here. There's also a mercenary guy in there too, so be aware of that. This. Talk to you. I need to trade things with you. I'm gonna give you some potions so you don't die on me. Okay, nice. Ah, that's not what I want to do. Give. Give you 6. Alright. Keep you alive. Oh, we will. Huh? It's just the wind. Dude, you swung and you missed. Big time. Oh, dude, you got shot in the back too. Because your spine's like right here, so. And your lungs, I think, yeah, your lungs are actually, human lungs are actually relatively larger than I actually thought they actually were. So, it's definitely a liver shot, I want to say. You could possibly live with that, but I think you would eventually die over time. Yeah, she's harmless. You get a little dialogue out of her, but nothing I'm really too worried about. Let's see here. I think it's over this way. Deal with you. Somehow I missed. Goodbye. See, that glitch I do not like. That's also in console version too. Oh, crap, got a bandit thug. Hold on. This might actually activate my shot. Oh, we still hit him too. You gonna die by the poison? No? Let me help you out there. Usually it's a bandit chief. I think a bandit thug is higher than a bandit chief is. He took multiple shots. It's like tailbone area. You definitely got shot in the intestinal tract. Yeah, you are going to be in extreme pain. You got shot in the back of the neck, so you're just like automatically dead. And ooh, you got shot through the back of the ear, or back of the skull over here, so you're definitely dead. Come up here, let's grab the loot. One-handed attacks. Yeah, that's real helpful for me. Not. Read this book. Some light armor there. Let's do a level up. Let's go get some health. What is this? Reach level 5. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, Eagle Eye is what allows you to actually zoom in, which is hilarious to me. I'm taking your gear. And why are you using daggers? Where's your goddamn bow?
I've got your back.
Sir? You're an archer. You're not Legolas. Give me that kind of crap. Give.
You lead, I'll follow.
Apparently I was reading on one thing on Twitter. What time are we here? I think that's the right time. Crap, I don't remember. I'm gonna end it here just because I don't remember what time we started. I thought I had the right time. I think we have like 2 minutes left. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I know, random ass cutoff. I'm not really paying attention to my time. I'm just enjoying the game. There is a jail area which will eventually get into the later part of the game. So, but either way, stay safe, health, and sanitize. Please drop a like. Think about subscribe. Leave comments below. Enjoy my Skyrim Let's Play / guide, I guess, in a sense. And yeah, videos will always be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or you know, maybe another day if I am like late on my uploads like that. But I'll see you guys.